Hey folks, it's Teresa. Welcome to my kitchen. This is Power Ridge Homestead. Today we are going to make some baked beans in our slow cooker for dinner tonight. I've got some kidney beans and I've got some navy beans. So we're going to use, I've got 4 cups of each, but we're just going to use half. We're going to use less than half. We're going to use a quarter of each because it's a cup and a cup. So then we're going to go from there. Add a whole bunch of ingredients and then throw it all in the slow cooker. Let it cook for 8 hours and then dinner tonight. It's bright and early now. It's just 8 o'clock, so we've got lots of time. We'll be eating at 6. We'll see how it goes, and I'll get the beans on the stove, and they simmer. No, they come to a rolling boil, and then I let them sit for an hour, so we've got some time. So I'll see you in a bit. Hey, folks. So I did also want to give you a little show and tell of the beans that I did yesterday. So we packed some beans. This is such a simple recipe to do for canning beans. Green beans from the garden, teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt, hot water poured on top, and then pressure canned. So that's it. Now you can see that the water compared to where it was up here, is down here. It did siphon out a little bit, but that's okay because the beans are still underwater. So we're good to go. And I've washed all these up. I'm just going to label them now with beans in the month and the year. And then these are going to be great for winter. And I got a lot more coming out of the garden. So I'm going to do some more green beans like this. But I'm also going to do some dilly beans, spicy dilly beans. So we'll see how those go. So I'll be right back. We're still boiling the beans for today's recipe, which are baked beans. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is slice up some bacon. I've got some smoky bacon here. We're going to do about a half a pound. So we're going to do about that much. I don't know. Is that half pound? I don't know. And then this one I'm just going to throw back in the fridge. And I want to chop the bacon up into chunks. It's still a little bit frozen. Yeah, it's actually quite frozen, so that's okay. The knife will go through it. No problem at all. That. I love these Cutco knives. Amazing. Okay, so there, we've got our bacon set up. Just gotta turn on our pan. I'm gonna turn it on 6.5. We don't want it to burn or go crispy. Break it up if we can. It's still frozen, like I said, so that doesn't matter. As it comes out, it will defrost. And go from there. So okay, so bacon's in. I'm gonna let that cook off, let the fat come out. We're not gonna cook it crisp because we actually do want to put it in the slow cooker, and we don't want crispy bacon to go in the slow cooker. So this is the last red pepper from the garden. Just need 1 red pepper, and size-wise it's not going to matter. So just give that a chop. Just a bit of a dice there. So we'll put that in a pot on a plate so I don't, not putting it in there just yet. And we're going to want an onion. Here. Oh, it's juicy. Oh my gosh. Let that cook. It's all defrosted now. Now I picked up this really cool chopper at Costco the other day. So let's try it. So I just want to cut these onions, chunks. I've seen these on TV, and I always wanted to try one. So, let's see how it works. This is exactly like, whoops. I had that locked in, but I did not. This is exactly like my garlic press. You just Put your tomatoes, cut your onions, put your peppers. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so much easier than cutting them all. What do you think? Yeah, and then it has a little basket to take them out. That is perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add, move this out of the way. Add the onions. Well, onion, one onion. And the pepper. Give it a stir. So we don't want it, again, we don't want it to burn or crisp up the bacon. Alright, so we're just going to give them about 4 minutes to cook. And let me get the rest of the ingredients. Now, we want to start adding some ingredients here. We're going to start with tomato puree. So I've got tomato paste. Okay, so half a cup of tomato paste, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, quarter cup brown sugar. For some reason I can't find my quarter cup measure, so I'll just use a half a cup. Just half that. 1/3 of a cup dark molasses. So I've got some backstrap molasses here. Oh, smell that. That's me bread. So 1/3 of a cup of dark molasses. And you give it a stir because it's starting to boil, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit until we get everything in there. Tablespoon of mustard. It's just yellow mustard. Spoon of Worcestershire sauce. A quarter cup of ketchup. So again, I don't have my quarter cup, so I'm just going to use half of a half. Then we want a teaspoon of chipotle chili powder. I don't have chipotle, but I do have just chili powder. And I'm going to put a heaper in there. 2 teaspoons of salt. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And then 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Now you can put apple cider vinegar in or regular vinegar. I'm putting regular vinegar in because I thought I had some. I obviously don't. So you want to give this a stir up. Bring the mixture to a boil. And we're going to give that a mixture a boil. Then once it's ready and the beans are ready, they've still got 40 minutes to sit in the hot water. Then we're going to add everything to the crock pot. We'll be back. Okay, so the beans have had an hour to sit in the hot water. We're going to drain them into what we want to do is take the beans. They look yummy. The beans in the slow cooker. 4 cups of water that's reserved from the beans. Okay, we're going to add them to the beans. And this is what's going to make the nice thick sauce. We've got our sauce. Doesn't it look good? It looks great. It's like a barbecue sauce. So we're going to add this. Give it a stir. Get all those beans mixed in with the sauce. Okay, so let's take a look. So there's our beans right now. See that? So that was our beans right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on low for 8 hours. It's 10 o'clock, well, quarter to 10. So it'll be ready for 6 o'clock dinner. And then I'm going to enjoy the smell as this cooks throughout the day. All right, folks, and there we go. Dinner is served. So this is, it's been in the slow cooker now for 8 hours, and it's still on warm, so it's just going to keep warm for a little while in the slow cooker, but we're just going to go ahead and have that. So you can see I did a mixture of kidney beans and navy beans. And there we have it, beans and eggs and toast. Thanks for watching, everybody.